praise God. You know, the beauty of music is something that we just love sharing with other people, and it's a great joy to learn how to play an instrument. So, today we're looking at an overview of the Smith method. And the Smith method involves where we start learning how to play the guitar, and from that we kind of see what emerges from the student in terms of their talents and directions. And that can lead to going in different directions depending upon what it is that the students need to help them with their set of talents. But we start from a similar beginning. So for children, we're starting with a series of songs that we learn to play by ear. This was the original book that was out in 1979. And there's 6 different levels of learning songs by ear that the children go through. And at the end of that period of time, which can be from 1.5 to 2.5 years or so to go through learning all those songs, they'll have a sound technique, they'll have a musical memory, they can play songs for quite a period of time. Their musicianship we developed to be able to shape melodies, play with a good tone, play in rhythm, and they'll be able to play rest strokes on the guitar, which is one type of technique, and free strokes. We're doing arpeggios, which is a second major type of technique. And lastly, they'll be able to play melody with the fingers and use the thumb and the bass at the same time, so playing 2 notes at once. Those are the technique aspects and the musical growth that the student goes through. Once they've done that, then they're ready to learn how to read music. And for reading music, most everybody goes through 2 reading books. The first reading book, where we learn how to play all of the notes in the first position on each string. And the second reading book, where those notes are formed into more musical songs that go across all of the 6 strings. So it's the same notes, but it's integrating those notes so that the student can play them no matter where they're reading them in the first position, whether it's on the treble string or the bass string, which takes going through quite a few pieces of music, mostly folk songs. Now, that forms the foundation, and that's what most of the kids can go through between the ages of 6 and 12. So when they're done with that, they know how to read basic music, and they know how to play basic music. And the songs, they have a good foundation then of being able to go on to play any other type of music. Now, when we're seeing that, we see what talents emerge from the student. And some students will want to sing and play, so then we can go from there and learn how to play chords and accompany their singing. Some students will want to play electric guitar. Usually kids in their teens will want to learn how to play it, so they could maybe play in a band or learn how to jam. So we teach improvisation and playing chords in rhythm guitar or playing lead guitar, and helping with that. And then of course we have the students who continue on learning how to play solo guitar and classical, so you can learn how to read music and go along with that to more different levels. And for those that are going that way, we integrate the music that we would play if you were teaching classical guitar and studying some of the composers from the past and some of that music, which is readily available. But then we also continue on with the methods that I've written. So I have a 3rd reading book, a 4th reading book, and a 5th reading book, which really take us through the first position and the 2nd position and getting an integration of all those notes done and being able to play solos, getting us up to the level where it's kind of equivalent with that of learning how to play classical guitar and the beginning classical guitar literature. After that, we're now talking about going into methods that are no longer for children. They're usually for students who've been playing for several years or more, and for adults, and they're wanting to learn how to master the guitar, or at least advance in the guitar. And so for that, I have a series of studies that I've composed where we learn how to have songs on each string. So we really learn reading well on the string as it goes up and down the neck. And then pieces that are for each position on the guitar. And then pieces that integrate the fifth position and above, just as we had done in the first and second position. And then finally, the culmination of all of my guitar solos is the 24 concert etudes, which I've recorded and which you can hear if you go to Spotify or those types of programs. And my concert etudes, one in each major and minor key, utilize the whole neck of the guitar. So that's, kind of the whole method. So I hope you enjoyed learning about the Smith method, an overview of it, and I think that if you continue to watch these videos, you'll see snippets of it as I release parts of it for you to enjoy and try out, whether it's in whole or in part. Just going to have fun making music. All right, take care. God bless.